Hi, and welcome to Culture Lit, a podcast and community that explores Black women and romantic love through the lens of romance novels. I'm your host, Octavia Marie. Each episode of Culture Lit trains a spotlight on a new Black romance novel and then deep dives into the many themes facing Black women and love after 40. Be ready to laugh, sigh, and talk about Black women falling in love, yes, sex too, and the Black authors writing their stories. Hey guys, welcome back to the Culture Lit podcast. I'm your host, Octavia Marie, and today I am so excited to share something I've been working on for weeks. My top 10 Black romance reads for the first half of 2025. Y'all, this year has been absolutely incredible for Black romance. I'm talking about some phenomenal releases that had me staying up way too late. From traditionally published powerhouses to indie darlings, there truly has been something for everyone. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't a ranked list. These are just 10 amazing books that made my first half of 2025 absolutely unforgettable. And I'm sharing them in no particular order because honestly, they're all fantastic in their own ways. Now, I'm not going to lie. Narrowing these down to just 10 books was hard. Like pulling my hair out hard. I'll probably end up doing a larger list later because there are so many amazing reads that deserved recognition. So grab your favorite drink and get comfy. Let's jump into these incredible stories. First up, let's start with Church Girl by Naima Simone. And let me tell you, this book had me clutching my pearls and fanning myself at the same time. This story follows Aaliyah, who literally runs away on her wedding day. And honestly, good for her. She escapes her domineering family and ends up in Chicago working as a nanny for Vaughn, a tattooist and single dad who's all kinds of fine and has a dirty mouth that would make a sailor blush. What I loved about this book is the layers. Vaughn is this bad boy with a heart of gold who adores his 7-year-old daughter, Gia, while dealing with a very vindictive ex wife. And Aaliyah, she's finding her voice and learning that being sweet doesn't mean being weak. And the dirty talk, mwah, chef's kiss. The slow burn, absolutely perfect. And that line, you a bad bitch. But if you don't believe it, how you expect anyone else to? That's going on my vision board, honey. Naima Simone really said, let me show y'all how it's done with this coming of age romance that's steamy and very meaningful. Next up is The Love Syllabus by Lauren Lacey. And this is a fake dating romance that had me in my feelings. Carrie Kine is starting over in her 30s after a difficult divorce. And can we just take a moment to appreciate stories about women reinventing themselves? She lands a homeschool teaching position only to discover her new boss is Victor Grimes, a world-renowned chef and widower she had words with just days before. Talk about awkward. Victor isn't trying to disrupt his carefully structured life, but his daughters need Carrie, and that undeniable chemistry isn't going anywhere. When they end up in a fake dating situation, the lines between professional and personal get blurry very fast. This is a small town romance at its finest, cozy, emotional, and with just the right amount of spice. Lauren Lacey knows how to write a slow burn that pays off beautifully, and the found family vibes with Victor's daughters, perfection. And then Life Was Beautiful by Asia Monique absolutely had me hooked from the first couple of chapters. And y'all, I devoured this book in practically one sitting. Corey and August's stories start as a one-night stand that turns into friends with benefits. But life has other plans. On the same day Corey loses her mother to cancer, August discovers he has a daughter his ex kept secret throughout her pregnancy. Oh, and Corey's pregnant too. Talk about timing. But here's what I love. This felt like Corey and August versus the world, not Corey versus August. When life threw them curveballs, they faced them together. August steps up as a man and a father, and his family support system, beautiful. This book deals with grief, unexpected parenthood, and love in the most authentic way. Plus, August is a quadruplet from a huge family, so you know we're getting more books in this world. Asia Monique, I am ready. The next up is Audra and Bash Are Just Friends by Tia Williams. This book absolutely stole my heart. This young adult romance is first love at its absolute finest. This is all the butterflies, yearning, joy, and beautiful confusion that comes with young love. Audra is a type A overachiever dreaming of Stanford, while Bash is this free spirit who helps her discover a truer version of herself through an experience challenge that's equal parts sweet and hilarious. What sets this apart is how real it feels. Tia Williams doesn't shy away from the serious stuff: family dynamics, mental health, the pressure of being a perfectionist teen, but she balances it with humor and heart. And can we talk about how this connects to 7 Days in June? Audra is the daughter of one of the main characters, and seeing that family legacy continue, love it. This is young adult romance done right. Hey, romance book lovers. It's your host, Octavia Marie, and I've got something exciting to share with you. You already know how much I adore Black romance books. Now I've taken it to the next level. Introducing Culture Lit Podcast Digital Bookstore on bookshop.org. Visit bookshop.org/shop/Culture Lit Podcast. That's bookshop.org/shop/Culture Lit Podcast. This is the spot where you can find every swoon-worthy romance novel I've ever raved about on the podcast and so much more. Not only can you snag your next favorite read, but every purchase supports independent bookstores and celebrates the voices of Black authors in romance. It's a win-win for readers like us who love keeping the Black romance literary community thriving. Thank you for being a part of the Culture Lit podcast community, and happy reading. I can't wait to hear what books you fall in love with next. The World Around Us by Lauren Lacey is another masterpiece. This woman is having a year, and I'm here for it. Tiffany Weathers has been through absolute hell and back, but her resilience is everything. The bond she shares with her sister Tiny, her passion for dance, and watching her capture Mason Boone's heart, it's all so beautifully written. Mason is that guy with the heart of gold who declares his love early and never wavers. He's a star athlete who's known heartbreak but still believes in love. His devotion to Tiffany is unwavering, and honestly, we all deserve a Mason in our lives. Now, were there moments that had me rolling my eyes? Well, yeah. Did Tiffany stress me the hell out? Absolutely. But once you understood her backstory, everything clicks. This second chance romance with a supportive friend group hit all my favorite tropes, and that ending, beautiful. Now, this next one we already know I absolutely adored. Plus Size Player by Danielle Allen. I love this book so much. I did a whole standalone episode and interview with Danielle. After Danielle wowed us with Curvy Girl Summer, her first traditionally published novel, she's back with this confident, sexy, laugh out loud story featuring one of the most self-possessed heroines I've ever read. This is Nina's story, Aaliyah's best friend from Curvy Girl Summer. Nina Ford doesn't like to put all her eggs in one basket. She works multiple jobs, enjoys multiple hobbies, and dates multiple men. In her 30 years of life, Nina has never come across a man who has all of the things she's looking for. She loves fun and excitement. She has a man for that. She loves confidence and humor. She has a man for that. She loves intelligence and ambition. She has a man for that. And she loves passion and romance, and she definitely has the man for that. She's always been content rotating a few men in and out of her life to get her needs met. But when an opportunity presents itself, Nina finds herself in a predicament because everything she's ever wanted in a partner collides with everything she's ever wanted in a career. Her eggs are bound to get cracked, like her back. This book tackles representation, modern dating, and the reality of being a plus-size Black woman in romance with humor and authenticity. And yes, that helicopter scene, y'all are absolutely not ready. Quasim 1 and Quasim 2 by Jahquel J. The emotional roller coaster that has the romance girlies in shambles waiting for part 3. Quasim's past is absolutely heartbreaking. Those flashbacks, so gut-wrenching. But seeing him care for his neighbor's child felt like watching someone get a second chance at fatherhood, and it was absolutely beautiful. Now, I won't lie. I was this close to rooting for Blair to move on with Zay because Quasim was taking too long. But the wait was so worth it. Watching Blair's glow up from the meek, shy friend to the boss bitch she becomes, perfection. If you love found family, emotional depth, and second chance love, this series is absolutely mandatory reading. Jahquel J puts us through it emotionally, but we came out on the other side grateful for the journey. Now, Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan has been everywhere. Because when Kennedy Ryan releases a book, we all stop what we're doing and pay attention. Hendrix Berry is living her vision board life. Successful business, amazing friends, loving family. She's a woman with dreams and ambitions, always striving upward. But she's also caring for an aging parent. And honestly, who has time for romance when the ROI on relationship has been historically low? Well, enter Maverick Bell, tech mogul wrapped in an exquisitely tailored suit with knee-melting charm. From their first charged glance, Hendrik knows he's trouble. He's forbidden fruit, but when he gives chase, pursuing her, spoiling her, understanding her, maybe it's time to let herself have something more. This is Kennedy Ryan at her finest, deeply moving, personal, and exploring themes of sacrifice, self-reliance, and finding true happiness. The emotional depth combined with the undeniable chemistry, it is truly unmatched. And there you have it. 10 incredible Black romance reads that made the first half of 2025 absolutely unforgettable. Now, I know some of y'all are probably yelling at your phones right now about books I didn't include. And trust me, the struggle was real trying to narrow this list down. What I love about this collection is the variety. We've got traditional publishers, indie authors, different subgenres, characters at various life stages, young adult and adult romance. This is what Black romance is all about, showing the full spectrum of our love stories. But I want to hear from you. What were your favorite Black romance reads for the first half of the year? Did any of these make your list? Hit me up on socials at Becoming Octavia or send me an email. I love talking books with my fellow romance lovers. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Culture Lit podcast if you haven't already, and leave me a review. It really helps other romance readers find the show. And until next time, keep reading those love stories, and remember, representation matters and Black love is beautiful in all its forms. You've been listening to Culture Lit with Octavia Marie, and that's all for us this week. Be sure to listen, download, or subscribe to more episodes of Culture Lit. You can find Culture Lit on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Apple listeners, please be sure to leave a review and let us know what you think. Don't forget to talk to me on social or share your Black love stories at Becoming Octavia Marie on Instagram or XO Octavia Marie on Twitter.